Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Dr. Karan Madan back with another video for you. Today I'm going to talk to you about a very big fan favorite watch from Seiko, the Prospex Alpinist SPB117. Now this video is a part of a series I'm doing on the Seiko Prospex Alpinist line, and I did an unboxing of the Europe Limited Mountain Glacier Alpinist SPB199 previously, which you can find in the description box below. Now before I proceed, I must give a huge shout out to all my friends, members and fellow administrators on Watch Enthusiasts India, which is India's fastest growing private social media platform for watch collectors. You can join this group in the description box below. You can also follow me on Instagram to participate in my daily watch journey. Your comments mean a lot to me, your support means a lot to me. If you've already subscribed to my channel, you have my gratitude. But please do subscribe to the channel because that gives me a lot of confidence. Now this watch does not belong to me. It belongs to my good friend Jitesh. He's a member on the group. He kindly allowed me to review and unbox this watch. So thank you, buddy, for this wonderful opportunity. The Alpinist was Seiko's first sports watch released in 1959, targeted specifically for mountaineers who wanted a rugged all-weather wristwatch for their activities. Over the decades, Seiko has released many variations of the Seiko Alpinist line, but the one I'm going to show you today is one of their most modern, most recent releases. So let us move on to the unboxing. The standard white cardboard Seiko box here, and when we open it up, we see the user manual and warranty information booklet. Underneath is the main box, so let's take that out and open it. Right, so here is the Seiko SPB117 Prospex Alpinist with black dial, and this is the only release in the modern range that comes on a stock fitted bracelet. Let's keep everything away and focus on the watch. For direct comparison, I have here the SARB017, or the classic and most popular Alpinist watch that embodies the line. The matte black dial on this version is unique, that it doesn't have any numerical hour markers. Instead, it has these shark tooth-like hour markers all around. The other variants with the white, the green and the cream dials that were released alongside this black dial model in 2019 have plated applied metallic numerical markers for the even numbers and sunburst dials. The 20-bar text on the 6 o'clock end as well as the north marking on the internal compass bezel are in a prominent flat orange. Otherwise, the rest of the text on the dial and bezel are in stark white. Coming to the stuff that is common across most Alpinist models are the lovely sleek cathedral hands filled with Lumibrite, the lume dots behind the hour markers, and a date window in black on white. The new Alpinist models all have a date magnifier on the sapphire crystal. Personally, I don't mind the date magnifier, or Cyclops as it is popularly called, but I certainly do mind the contrasting date wheel on the new Alpinist. I mean, why couldn't Seiko have simply used a black date wheel with white numerals like on the classic is simply beyond my comprehension. On the 3 o'clock side, we have the time setting crown that needs to be screwed out for use and screwed back in to maintain water tightness. At the 4 o'clock position is the second crown, the hallmark of all modern Alpinist watches, that moves the internal bidirectional rotating compass bezel. As is the case with all Alpinists so far, this is a pretty loose crown that will move even with the lighter touch, and how useful it really is in actual mountaineering and outdoor activities is anybody's guess. At least it is good to know that Seiko has some consistency across generations. That was sarcasm, by the way. The case measures 39.5 millimeters across, 48 millimeters lug to lug, and to the disappointment of many, it is a solid 13.5 millimeters thick. Now this thickness is quite off-putting to a lot of serious collectors who yearn for this watch but stay away from it because of how it wears. That is more to do with the fixed dimension of the base movement inside, and also the transparency through case back, which also gives 200-meter water resistance on this watch. So this is basically function over form. Now the case is the dual-tone affair of brushed and polished surfaces, as is expected from all watches powered by the upper mid-tier 6R35 movement. When we turn the watch around, we can see the movement through the sapphire transparent case back. Now this insistence on including a transparent case back is what adds to the slightly unwieldy case thickness on the Alpinist, whereas they could have easily used a solid case back like that on the Classic and maintained the thickness at 12.2 millimeters. Now the undecorated utilitarian movement underneath is not much to look at in any case. I think the watch is firmly in the low to mid end of the Seiko spectrum, and it lives up to what it promises in terms of finish and fit. Like I mentioned earlier, this is the only model among the new Alpinist watches that comes on a stock fitted bracelet. The bracelet is a decent one with a firm gapless fit on the endings, wears comfortably, and has a simple push button clasp without any micro adjustment capabilities. Pretty utilitarian, but it isn't going to win any awards either. That said, I'm a fan of watch bracelets in general and feel that they elevate the watch to its better form and help us wear more watches in more situations than the watches originally intended for. Now, there are some terrific aftermarket options now available for the Alpinist watches, and I already have a few lined up for upcoming videos, so be sure to check them out. Now, let me quickly show you how this watch wears. As you can see, the watch wears very nice due to its size, and I will stand by my words that the fitted bracelet elevates this watch. I have a 7.5-inch wrist for reference. This watch can also be paired up or down at ease. Many strap options are available, like I said previously. I'm going to be frank here. Initially, when I got into watches, I wasn't a big fan of the Alpinist, but over time the watch grew on me and I realized I had to own one. Little did I know it would turn into an obsession and I would end up with a handful of Alpinist models. I will be doing a detailed walkthrough of my Alpinist collection very soon, so be sure to check back in. And if you ever want to buy a Seiko watch in India, please get in touch with me. As always, thank you for watching.